Hello everyone and welcome to my brand new show, Tyrik on the Move. The reason I named this show Tyrik on the Move is because I am moving on up in the world and I am absolutely so excited to be starting this brand new show. The reason I started this show is to talk to you, the youth out there. God has put a mission in me to talk to you guys out there and make our generation a better place. We have to be better as a whole, which is why I am here to talk to you. And we are going to have absolutely so much fun, and I can't wait. Make sure you tune in for absolutely intriguing topics, phenomenal interviews, and so much more. You will enjoy, I promise you. I'm going to start with one of my favorite segments called What's Sizzling. What's Sizzling is a segment where I inform you guys out there on the latest topics that are happening right here in the world. Now, first I'm going to start with the 2016 Olympics. They were absolutely phenomenal and exciting. My favorite Olympic sport was the gymnastics, and I like them because Simone Biles and Gabby Douglas, absolutely just beautiful women, and they are absolutely phenomenal. And when they do their gymnastics, they just do a real great job, and I'm really proud of them for that, representing the USA very well. Next, actually this past week I had a chance to go to an event called Pastry Live in Atlanta. And when I went there, I actually got to try all types of different desserts and different types of cakes and cupcakes and just anything that you can imagine. Anything that was dessert, it was there, and it was absolutely delicious, and I enjoyed it. So now I want you to take a look at this live video from Pastry Live. Now, preseason football. I am absolutely excited to kick off this 2016 season. I'm so excited. I'm ready. My favorite team, the Atlanta Falcons, them dirty birds. We gonna spread our wings and we gonna fly to the Super Bowl. And I can't wait. Make sure you hit me up on my social media. Tell me who your favorite team is. Share some of your favorite team picks. I want to see what you guys are doing out there, having fun with your teams and things like that. If you an Aints fan, don't say nothing. No Aints fans allowed, okay? None. Next, I want to talk about the tropical storm and the hurricane that is going through Florida. Just make sure you keep those people in your prayers. They're actually going through a very rough time down there. Had a chance to look at some of the videos and some of the houses and just the flooding, and it's not a pretty sight. So just make sure you keep those people in your prayers. Now it's time for one of my favorite segments. Well, I strictly just focus on you, the youth out there, called Teen Talk. You make sure you use the hashtag #WeAreTheNextGeneration. Now, Teen Talk is a segment where I will be talking to you, the youth out there, where we are going to talk about things, how we can become a better generation as a whole, and how we can be better people. Now, this past week I had a chance to do a phenomenal interview with this show called Young Atlanta Lit on WTNT Radio, and that is hosted by a group of phenomenal teens who absolutely love what they do. And they had a chance to interview me about my book, which I'm going to talk about later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. But they're actually really great interviewers, so I definitely encourage you to listen to their show every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. every Saturday. And I'm actually going to be on that show on September 17th, and I'm actually going to be a guest host on the show. I will be auditioning to be a permanent host on that show, so I am absolutely so excited, and I really encourage y'all to tune in because they talk about some real great topics that you don't want to miss. Now, we're going to go to commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have Mrs. T.Wynn. Mrs. T.Wynn is an author of 4 books. Yes, she has 4 books under her belt. The first one is called Make Sure Your Love is Bigger Than Your Wedding. which she strictly just tells you guys how to have successful and healthy relationships. Now, if you're looking to get in a relationship, or you're looking to get married or anything in that nature, you definitely need to purchase her book. Her next book she wrote is called Label Girl, Who Are You Wearing? And that is about a fictional character who is obsessed with the latest and the greatest and things like that. And her next book that she wrote is called Green is the Thing, Money Management for Kids, which we actually wrote together. Of course, that is my favorite book that she wrote, definitely. And her next book is called Label Girl, Life After Marriage. And that is actually a follow-up to Label Girl, Who Are You Wearing? And it just tells basically what happens after that book. So make sure you stay tuned in, and we will have Mrs. T.Wynn when we come back. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Here we have Mrs. T.Wynn, and she is an author of 4 books. Hey Miss T.Wynn, how are you doing today?
Fine, how are you, Tyrik?
I'm great. So, I see you have written 4 books.
I have.
And you're an accomplished author.
Yes.
Yes, so that is, I just want to first of all say that is absolutely amazing and phenomenal. And can we give a hand clap to this young lady? Yes.
Thank you.
That is amazing. So tell me, what inspired you to become an author?
Actually, I've always been an avid reader. I've always loved to read. Growing up, I used to spend a lot of time reading. And I always kind of had a dream of writing a book. And one day I just finally sat down and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to start on my book. Work had got kind of slow for me. So I had time on my hands. So I just sat down and I said, I'm ready to write a book. And in the beginning, I didn't know what I was going to write about. So I actually just said a little prayer and I said, God, what do you want me to write about? And he said, write about marriage. So.
Yes, God is good. Okay,
yes, he
so
is.
This actually is the marriage book. Mm-hmm. Make Sure Your Love is Bigger Than Your Wedding.
Yes, that was the book that came to me. Like I said, I didn't know what I was going to write about. And then once God told me to write about marriage and relationships, I just started typing. I sat down at my computer and words just started flowing through me and I just started writing. At first I didn't even have it in sequence or order because I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it, but I knew what information I wanted to put out. So I just put everything on the computer. I did write a few notes by hand. Then in the end I just put it all together.
Wow, well I love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I don't mean to put you on the spot, but how long have you been married?
20 years.
20 years.
20 years, yes. We've been married 20 years.
That is a long time.
It is. And a lot of people, unfortunately, in this day and time, they don't make it that long. So that's another reason why I really thought, or I knew that this was great information to get out to everyone so they can have a successful relationship.
Yes, I absolutely love it because you're the type of person that people need to look up to, and if they need relationship advice, they need to come to you.
Well,
so make sure if you are in a relationship or you're thinking about getting married, you need to buy this young lady's book. Make Sure Your Love is Bigger Than Your Wedding.
Yes.
Now I see here we have your second book, Label Girl, Who Are You Wearing?
Yes, and I also have a t-shirt to go with it.
Yes, I like it. I like the little sparkles and everything. That's real nice.
Thank you. Now, Label Girl, that is a fictional book. But it also teaches a valuable lesson. It does deal with relationships and, as far as romantic relationships, friendships, and just how so many people are caught up in this materialistic world. So many people who are worried about what name brands they have on their bodies versus, more important things in life, like making sure they have good credit, making sure that they have the respect, make sure they're respecting other people, make sure they're spending time with their family. So I wanted to write a book and just kind of make it a fictional tale to make it more interesting for people. So it's a really good book. You know, it has a great message in it. And, you know, it was so good that a lot of people really liked it and enjoyed it. So I decided to write a follow-up to it.
Wow. So the follow-up, I see here, I absolutely love it. It's called Label Girl Life After Marriage.
Yes, but you definitely have to read the first one to, you know,
Before
be
you get
able
to the
to follow the
yeah.
second one. Yeah, so I always tell people that.
Yes.
But that is just a follow-up to the characters, because a lot of people want to know what happened with them after the first book. So I decided to go back into the lab and write a follow-up book.
The lab, I like it.
Yes.
Now, this book, this is actually personally my favorite because
I'm sure it is.
actually, we wrote this book together.
Yes, we did.
Green is the thing. Money management for kids. Now, like I said before, this is my favorite book, of course.
Of course.
Yes, and we actually just had a great time writing it. So, I mean, so why don't you tell the people, you know, like when I came to you one day, how you walked me through the writing process?
Yeah, of course, you saw me writing, because you didn't tell everybody, but I'm his mom. So. But yeah, he just saw me writing around the house, and he saw that how I love writing and the success that I was having with it. And you came to me and you said you wanted to write, but I told you you had to think of what you wanted to write about, and I would help you format it and put it all together. And then of course I did add, you know, some information to the book, but overall you did a lot of the work yourself. So I'm proud of you also for doing that.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate you walking me through the process. It's been a great journey with you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So other than being an author, what else do you do, or what other things do you have going on lately right now?
Well, actually, after with the books and everything, I learned how to write scripts.
Scripts? Wow.
Yes, because I want to actually have television shows. I want to actually turn Label Girl into a television series. So it will be a television series. I've already written maybe about 3 or 4 episodes for it. So I'm working on that, but I also wrote a television series entitled The Dish on Reality. And that's something that my sister and I are working on together. We actually have a radio show with the same title. We talk about food and just talk about all things reality. You know, we have a lot of great guest stars on the radio show with us. So we interview a lot of great people. And with the television show, it's kind of a spin-off of the radio show, but we deal more with the food area with the television show. So right now we have filmed a few episodes, and we're going to be shopping it around. So you'll see it on television very soon.
Okay. Well, I definitely will be tuning in, because if anything, I do like me some food.
We know.
Yes, and I actually can't wait, because I was actually in the show, so can't wait for that to come out.
Action.
Yes, and I was absolutely excited. So, thank you for coming in, and oh yeah, and also shout out your social media, please.
Oh yes, you can go to my website, TWynnauthor.com. My Instagram and Twitter is also TWynnauthor.com, and I have a Facebook page, T.Wynn Author on Facebook. And also for my radio show, it's thedishonreality.com, and the Instagram is thedishonreality, and Twitter is dishonreality. So make sure you go and follow me on all of those sites.
Well, thank you. Oh yeah, and also, where can we order all of these phenomenal books?
Well, you can order them from my website, twynnauthor.com. It has links to all of the different websites that my books are available on, like Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and the different like iTunes and Smashwords. So you can get the book in any type of format. If you want paperback like these here, or if you want it electronically, you can order it through my website, TWynnauthor.com.
Okay. Well, make sure we all go to TWynnauthor.com to order all of these phenomenal books. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and buy all of them, because I just want to support you. I just absolutely just love it, and I'm definitely going to need your autograph.
Well, thank you. Okay, and I'm going to hold you to it. Don't change your mind when the camera go off.
I won't. All right, well, thank you, everyone, and we're going to and we're just going to take a brief break here, and we'll be back with Ask Tyrik. Hello and welcome back. It is now time for Ask Tyrik. Now, Ask Tyrik is a segment where I need you, yes, you all out there, I need you to send in your questions, mouth-burning questions that you would like to ask me, and I will answer them right here on the show. Like if you have a problem or anything in that nature, just send it in, and I'll answer it, and I'll tell you the perfect solution for it. So if you have a question that you'd like answered on the show, please send an email to the show at tyrikonthemove@gmail.com. Now we will move on to Ching Ching, which is one of my favorite segments because I get to tell you my money management tip of the day. Now, today's money management tip of the day is open up a savings account. Opening up a savings account is very important because you need somewhere to put your finances. Like I always say, save more, spend less, and that is very important. Because if you spend more and save less, you're going to end up broke and you're not going to have any money, and nobody wants to be broke in life. Also, make sure when it comes to money, make sure you put God first. Don't let money become your God. Don't let money rule you or become your overlord or anything like that, because that is the quickest way to fall from success. And I have seen it happen, and it is not a pretty sight. So I can't stress that enough. So make sure you always keep God first. Say your prayers, and make sure you just do not let money become your God. And you gotta put that in your mind like every day, because it can happen. And when it happens, you just fall from success, and you don't want that. Now, in closing, make sure you all go hit me up on my social media. Make sure you go like me on Facebook at facebook.com/TyriqWynn fan page. Go follow me on Instagram at TyriqWynn_author. And go follow me on Twitter at TyriqWynnAuthor. Also, make sure if you have a question that you like to get answered on Tyrik on the Move, you send an email to the show at tyrikonthemove@gmail.com. That way you can get your question answered. Also, please make sure you go and support me. Yes, please go and support me. My book that I've just released called Green is the Thing, Money Management for Kids, and that book is available on BarnesandNoble.com, Amazon.com, Smashwords.com, and also go to my mom's website to get my book, which is T.Wynn.author.com, and you can also order the book there as well. Also, come on and move on up with me. We all need to be moved on. We all need to be moving on up in the world. So make sure you come and advertise on my show, Tyrik on the Move. Now, if you have any questions about advertisement or you'd like to get your product out there, send an email to tyrikonthemove@gmail.com and put in the subject box advertisement. So that way we can get you squared away and make sure you get your product out there, and make sure you come and advertise. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate every single one of you guys' support, and I can't wait till I see you again next week. Thank you.